Well, here's the last big wheel that I did. First one I did was a hardtail, and mentioned on the video I was going to do something a little more elaborate on the second one. So here you go. This one's got electric start. It's got the what is it, gear reduction down here. Just standard Honda, but you know, so 5-speed. It's really got like 10 gears. It's got a pull cord, or of course, it's that electric start. Got a nice little rack on the back. It's got full suspension. This is off of a CX 500. It's just kind of a really light bike. I've actually had one, but I ordered those parts. Stuck those on. I put on a little battery box. I had to move the one that was on it that came with the original frame. Let's see what else. All I did for the rear rack is modify an original 3-wheeler rack, but I made it the exact right size, so you could put a double wide milk crate on the back perfectly. Figure if you're gonna go grass hunting or something like that, then you've got that. And I've got a front rack that doesn't really fit these forks. I'd have to do a little bit of welding, and I don't know if I'll do that right now. And I actually came up with a Bmw Exhaust. It's it's a dual exhaust, and I can't remember if it's called a Bmw R100. It's an old one, but I just used this obviously half, but it fit pretty good. It even has like a little indent there that I lined up with my shock, so that works out pretty good. Not sure what else. I finally got the correct tank. I was not happy with the tank I had. Didn't quite fit. It was not for that bike, so it looked kind of funny. But it's kind of cool having lights now. So the ignition was gone, so now this is my ignition. And the lights still work the same. You get your regular light for the low beam. And then if you flip it on high beam, I wired it up so, let's see. There we go. Oh boy. So there you go. On the high beam, I've got the LED. And then also put these tiny little blue lights on the trunk, just cuz. And this little Honda placard, it's actually a metal placard. It's from really old CB 550K that I had, and that went on the gas tank, and I just tapped the swing arm and threw it on there. I'm not going to run the bike right now. It needs a chain tensioner. When the shocks are depressed, the chain gets super sloppy, so that doesn't really work out so well. I ordered one, but it hasn't showed up. I don't know if it's this whole virus horse shit or what, but a lot of stuff that I've been ordering, it's just not making it up here to Alaska, unfortunately. But the thing fires up and runs good. It's pretty fun. It's pretty comfortable. It's nice having some suspension. I was going to build a third one, and I was going to have 2 powered wheels in the back, so it'd be like an inline 3-wheel. But got other stuff to do. Like stocking up on heating oil. Trying to put a new floor in my house. Got all kinds of stuff going on. It's just kind of, things have been kind of shitty lately with just everything. So yeah, projects have definitely suffered, having to do more like adult stuff that you don't want to do, but you got to do it anyways. I thought I'd update on the big wheel. all the stuff that I did in the rear end, all the bearings, hub, the whole suspension, I mean the swing arm, everything that I did, I machined all that and put it together. It's not a kit or nothing like that. And it works pretty good. I mean, we'll see. Hope to take it out here pretty soon, but right now it's flooding just because the snow melted pretty fast, and right before it melted, it snowed like 2 more feet on top of like 3 or 4 feet, so everything's flooding. It's just kind of a big mess. I did drive it in the snow. It ran just fine, but I think I'll really test it out here in the summer, and then of course when grouse season opens, I'll have it out there and shoot a couple birds with the 22. But basically the reason why I made this one and why I'm not going to sell it is that we have the pipeline up here, and it has an access road to it that you're not allowed to drive on. It's gated everywhere. I've personally been kicked off of it twice now, driving vehicles that I was able to get around the gates. And they told me that if I had like a 4-wheeler or something like that, that I could still ride on it. And it's like this gravel road that goes for 1,000 miles. So, I mean, it's great for cruising around. It'd be great for bird hunting. So I figured, well, if I can't drive my Jeep, can't drive my vehicles on it, then I'll make something that I can cruise on it and, you know, go have fun. And this thing, I could carry gas with me. I can't remember what these things get. It's been a long time since I had a 3-wheeler, but I remember they go pretty darn far on a fuel tank, and then I've got the back rack, so I mean I can throw a gas can on there, and then hopefully, you know, I got the I'll put the front rack on it and then be able to haul even more gas. So should be able to really just like get out there or go out on some mining roads and, you know, go have a good time. But it turned out pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not ain't nothing spectacular. If you watch other people's YouTube videos, they take like the Honda 3-wheelers that already have rear suspension, and then they have actually more like a, you know, motorcycle front fork, but it's made for a, you know, wide tire. And those things are just cool. I mean, they got just huge travel. They're pretty awesome. So, but this is mine anyway.